All right, checking it. Let's see if it works now. Oh my God! All right. So, okay, cool. We're on. We're live. That was a massive pain in the ass to figure out. Okay, so finally, Jesus. Hello, one is on now. Um, so anyone who has a PS5, if you ever want to stream from it, you have to, as you start the, or right after you start the stream. Yes, thank you. Um, After you start the stream, you have to go back into stream options, and then there's you can stop broadcast, pause broadcast, and then go into um, like chat overlay options. You go into chat overlay options, and there is what looks like a mute my mic option, but it's by default muted. So I didn't think to press that because I thought that the problem was something else. But you just got to go in this weird little side menu and fix that there. Quite obnoxious. All right, so I'm linking this stream to my Snapchat right quick. And then I'm hopping forth. Oh, get a shot of the Captain Morgan rum in there, yes. All right, we're live. So, last night, last night I tried this already. I was already drunk whenever I began streaming, and I made this beautiful character named Peen. And uh, facts. Um, I went a whole 2 hours keeping up this just awesome drunk and very active commentary with the mic not working because I was drunk when I started it, so I didn't think to do a sound check. And then when I did the sound check this time around, of course, it took a couple of times starting the stream and a bit of toying around and looking things up to find it out. But let's go ahead and delete Peen. Sorry, Peen. We're starting from the beginning again. Um, my other two characters, Mabikish and John Jeebus. Alright, so I am not already drunk. I have in fact had nothing to drink yet, but anyone who saw my Snapchat or saw the name of this stream knows that this is going to be a drinking game, and any instance of damage that I take, I will have to take a drink for. Mexico. Alright. It was requested I named the character Mexico Brapster, which I'm all about. Alright, so you can't do the R. Would you like to make an alteration? Or Peen 2? You know what, let's just go Peen the second. Or did you like Mexico Brapst? Oh yes, that's great. No, I think Peen will be a male. Peen 2. Deprived is my favorite thing to play, and we'll talk about why later. Master Key, because I'm a cheesy boy. We want, of course, we're going to go for the Ryan Reynolds Pint 00. Are you asking me to change the name to that? Oh yeah, so just gonna do this a little bit. Oh, okay. No angry face. Alright, we have peen to father. Okay. I love the face. Alright, so we're not going to worry much about cutscenes or dialogue. I'm just going to be talking over everything. I think, though, I'll let this one play for a second because I'm going to take a couple of drinks just to start us off. Get me kind of in the spirit of things. I have Captain Morgan.
And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
Which Captain Morgan is great for this because it just goes down so easy. Really any rum.
They are locked away.
Oh. So we've cracked the bottle now. I took a nice couple of shots worth just there while that cutscene was playing out. We're not gonna worry much about cum scenes. But thanks for that. So, you know what? I'm gonna do a lot of talking, oh my goodness. Whoever is watching doesn't know this game. Just gonna kind of explain it like never seen it before. So the idea is that you're supposed to come in here looking like a piece of bacon like I do. And start fighting this dude and see how stupid little of damage you're doing. Maybe get beat around a little bit, maybe even die. Then you notice there's a door. We got a weapon now. An actual weapon. You can actually get an insta-kill really fast if you just finger him. Thanks for the input. For the info. Something I didn't know you could do. Ow. I locked up my elbow doing that, and then I cracked it whenever I moved it again. So, thing with this game is, the reason I'm so confident in literally few instances of damage as to be able to drink a hard liquor anytime I take damage, not because I'm good at the game per se, but just that I've played it a lot. This is my favorite game. I've played it probably more than any other game over the years. So, I'm pretty confident that this won't be difficult for me to at least get pretty far. And you know what? Let's stack on a couple other little challenges. Wait, let's discuss the official term, or the kind of specific terms. I take damage. I take a drink. Now, if I'm in the middle of a fight, I take damage a couple times, I'll consider that just for sake of, oh, Through the Fire and Flame starts playing. For the sake of not getting alcohol poisoning, I'll consider getting hit multiple times in a battle, one instance of having received damage. So, and I will stop and take a drink as soon as I am able to without dying in the game. So, if that means I finish a fight, cool. If that means I run away from a mini boss or something, take a drink and come back, cool. If I have to finish off a couple dudes that are all attacking me, cool. If I die, which I shouldn't be doing a whole lot of, let's say though, if I die, I will take 3 drinks. No, that's actually... So, are there any requests on what kind of build I should make this? What kind of run this should become? Should it be strong, Dexy, freaking Magic, Faith? Maybe try to shoot for Pyromancy. I don't know. I got a little default in mind if I don't get any specific requests on that. So, when I first got this game a while ago, you know, the meme culture around this game is all that, oh, it's so hard. By the way, the little bit of fall damage I take here, I'm not going to count as, oh, that's a dexterity bitch of me, an absolute alpha male has ever. Dang it, doesn't. Hopefully it pans forward, lets me see the rest of the message. I'm going to have to look at the chat real fast. And that last one's not showing up. The last one that's showing up in the chat that I'm looking at is Through the Fire and Flames solo starts playing, so I don't know what the heck, man. Oh yeah, but a little bit of fall damage, like, I'm not going to call an instance of damage. Unless it was unintended. Let's go for fairness. And of course, you know, falling death is still a death, so I'll still take 3 drinks if I fall to my death. Zweihander. Let me get the... Oof. That was almost, Hi, Mr. Skeleton. Oh yeah, so when I first got this game, the meme culture around it, of course, is that it's super difficult. You'll have a very hard time with it. But I was at a GameStop, picked up the game. Yeah, the game had been out for a good year at that point or so. And this dude, and I was a teenager, but this dude who was fully grown at the time saw me buying it and was like, hey, that game will rape you. And I'm like, alright, I have another idea. Although you'd probably be very sober, you could take a drink every time you die to a boss. Yeah, I mean, if you're saying, I don't know what you mean, because any death I have will already be 3 drinks. Okay, if you're saying that because you're worried I'm going to be drinking like way too much, it's not going to be like that. It's not going to get to be too much. I'm going to go for dexterity. I'm assuming that's what you were telling me earlier. I'll cut myself off if it seems like it's getting belligerent. Let's throw some humanity in here. I'm trying to decide if I want to count even little hits to a shield that doesn't have 100% physical resistance as damage. And I'm thinking as long as I shielded it, I will not count it. Again, for just the sake of not getting alcohol poisoning. Are you guys all going to crowd the area? I gotta jump back. That was my fault for not taking them out before going. Yep, that is damage. That is death! Whoa, we got our first death already. Shockley. Howdy, had to drop by and say hi. Hello, well, you're witnessing death 1, which does mean 4 drinks for me because I took damage there and also died. That's 1. How's it going, Shockley? 3, 4. Shockley is my dungeon master, by the way, and a good friend of mine. So it's good to see you here. Your streaming as of late has inspired me to also do so. That is another drink whenever I get safe here. I need to not be rushing so much. Alright, well. Again, with my rules, I think I'm gonna... okay. Chris, we did this same thing once a long time ago. Gambling? Except we did it in Resident Evil 6, and it didn't work as well. Alright. So I'm going to call that 2 drinks worth that I need to have, because you're red. I am red. It's because I'm hollowed. Or hollowing. Yes, I do drink every time I take damage, but I call it like... Yeah, no, I'm excited to be streaming. I'm going to regret this. Oh yeah, so Chris and I did this a while ago. Except it didn't work because Chris's mic wasn't on. We got armor. This is why I enjoy playing Deprived so much, because scrounging little pieces of armor and building myself up from being just a basic little piece of bacon like I am is addictive. Oh yeah, I never took those drinks, which now is 4 drinks, I think. Alright. Oh, okay, I was going to call that 5 if that hit me. One, 2, 3, 4. I really appreciate that enemy being nice and slow walking to me while I was doing that. Whew. So, by the way, drink of choice is rum, Captain Morgan's, to be specific. We got a few on now. Happy to see y'all watching. Okay, so good balcony iframes there. Nice and fair. That is damage. Yep, just doing it straight. Okay. You misheard that. It's rum. Rum with an R. And yep, just Captain Morgan drinking it straight. I also have a nice cold Dr. Pepper sitting next to me in case I feel like mixing later, or just falling back on Mr. DP as just a tween drink. Thing is, today, first time in a little bit, I've had breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so I had a lot to eat, so I don't think I'm going to become belligerent super quickly. I'm already fairly deep into this bottle, though, from what punishments I've had to give myself so far. So, super interested in seeing how far I make it into this bottle. It's a small Morgan bottle. It's, well, not small. It's one of the normal sized ones. You know, you go to the gas station and you get the huge, like, gallon looking ones, and then you get, like, normal ones. I got one of the normal ones. I have one bottle ready. Hopefully, because it's hard liquor, it won't get to the point where I have to down the entire bottle. I'm glad I'm wearing surround sound headphones. I forgot about that guy. So I heard his footsteps behind me. So, I'm sorry to Chris, who did earlier say, you are red because I'm about to not be red anymore, which will be sad. It's because I'm going to become human, in human form. Why? Well, I don't know, just for aesthetics purposes. This guy's actually friendly. No, he's not. So I'll reiterate what I was saying earlier, in that I'm by no means like super good at this game, but I've played a lot of it, so a lot of little muscle memories in place. I should not have too much trouble with dying and taking damage. That said, I did take damage and die much more quickly than I thought I would, and that is another drink in a second here. Alright. The people in the house I broke into were wearing surround sound headphones, but didn't hear me coming from behind them. All good. I mean, you see me play Elden Ring, so I can't say anything about skill. You're good at Elden Ring. I've watched enough of you to know that you're... I would probably say better at Elden Ring than I am at Souls, and I've put years into Souls. I've put a stupid amount of hours. If someone were to show me the total amount of hours, it would probably be stunning to look at. Easily in the thousands. Ugh. So, while y'all are here, and I think I already started to talk about this earlier, but just something really heartbreaking happened last night, and that was that I streamed this. I did pretty much this exact same thing, except I was drunk whenever I came into the game. I was already, like, pretty well off drunk. I was drinking a little bit as I was playing, but it wasn't, like, the idea of the stream, like, this time around. However, I did it for a good 2 hours before I realized that none of the mic audio was going through. And, you know, that's pretty much what happened with me and Chris when we tried to do Resident Evil 6 with a drinking challenge, or a drinking game. So, gave me a little throwback to that. Wooden shield is much better than this wooden shield. This plank shield that I have on right now. I'm going to be going for the grass crest shield whenever I... Oh. Yeah, it was so heartbreaking. But you know what? You know what? It was really good. My brother, who's also on this stream and also is listening right now, made a good point last night when he told me it was good practice. Why is the VOD not isn't up anymore? Well, just because I got so pissed and was drunk last night, and I had just 2 straight hours of me playing Dark Souls, and I was like, "There's no reason for this to stay up." So I got rid of it because all it was just me playing Dark Souls for 2 hours. I just, you know, probably had its reason to stay, but I did say, okay, I did block that firebomb. I don't know if I'm going to count that as a drink. You know what, let's do it, because I'm still not all that deep in yet. I just want to get a little bit deeper. So once I kill these 3 guys, we'll call that firebomb damage a drink. So yeah, I was starting to talk about this, but I got sidetracked, which will probably happen a decent few times tonight. This guy, Shockley, in the chat is what's inspiring this stream. Shockley is a completionist streamer and a friend of mine, who's been streaming Elden Ring. I've been watching a lot of that, and it's been inspiring because I also go back and watch the VODs, the videos that are recorded and uploaded to YouTube afterwards, and see that even when they're, you know, some people are in and out, and sometimes there's periods where there's no one there. And even during those times, the commentary is nice and active the entire time. There's not a dull moment, not a silent moment. And that was just incredibly inspiring. So I'm trying the same thing essentially. And you know what? Last night, whenever a good half of the stream, literally nobody was there, I did good. Oh, what's up, Gloom Loom? Happy to see you here. Oh yeah, I didn't make it obvious while I was taking the drink like I have been, but yes, I did take a drink a minute ago for that firebomb. You should make a part 2 where you start a timer and add up all the damage you've taken. But wait, I hear someone walking. Oh, he's up there. All right. You should make a part 2 where you start a timer and add up all the damage you take and butt chug alcohol accordingly with camera, of course. All right. Yeah. And Gloomloom asks what I'm doing. I am doing a drunk stream, or rather a drinking game stream, where every time I take damage in this game, I drink just like a good mouthful of rum. And I've been pretty incompetent so far, taking damage a number of times. If I die, I take 3 drinks. What even is that? That's the blue tier stone ring. I don't want to jump down there because then I gotta fight Mr. Black Knight to get out of there. Oops, says Gloomloom. Also, Shockley, I did miss that. You said, I'm humbled. Thank you very much for the compliment. Also, super glad to see you stream. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm happy to be streaming. I might do it a bit more, like I said, just inspired to do so. And yeah, with how well I did last night with 0 audience, I was just ready to be like, well, I'm gonna throw all of that commentary, that one-way comment. Now I know I can kind of just talk without being spoken back to, so I'm gonna just go and do it. And then this time I did a little more and actually went on my Snapchat and posted a link to the stream for everyone to see. This is the first time that actually between like except for the cases where, like, with my brother who's in the chat, and Shockley and Chris who are here, there's not a lot of other people that know about my channel. So this is like a kind of a big exposure of my channel to both my professional life and my like casual friends. Dougie says, me. So, all right, I'll let you guys choose. Should I fight Mr. Black Knight? Wait, who's Shockley? Shockley's a good friend of mine, and my dungeon master, and another Twitch streamer. Oh, that is too heavy. You know, it would be sick if I could wield this, which I cannot. Actually, I don't have high enough dexterity yet. Okay, let's just fight Black Knight. Just because I'm looking for an excuse to take another drink, bring this further. All right. Well, good backstab. That's a drink. Let's come back up here, buddy. And I don't know why I'm doing this. Maybe like just for the souls and the laughs. You know what? Oh. Let's make this more interesting. Every time he damages me, that's 1 drink. So that means 2 drinks so far for after I'm done fighting him. If I die to him, that's +3, whatever the final amount is of the amount of times he has damaged me. Okay, that is... How did that not kill me? double swig. So, the Black Knights, um, for those of you who don't know, that is 3 drinks. Kind of a late game enemy. In fact, literally the last area where you visit in the game. It is the enemy that, the common enemy that walks around. He's your dungeon master? Like, yeah? Or like, ugh. And it's like, ugh. But nothing's impossible. That is, okay, so that is 4 plus 3. I gotta take 7 drinks. Here we go. Valid name, to be honest. One. 2. 3. The Black Knight just nay-nayed. You did spell night with an N and no K, but yes. That was 3 drinks. 4. 5. 6. 7. I'm also going to take a drink of Dr. Pepper just to have a little buffer here. Give me a little something else to sip on. You know what? While we're sitting here still for a second, I forgot there was a friend that asked me to text them whenever I had started streaming. Fuck off, I'm tired. It's nighttime. That was Dr. Pepper, just to give me a little something tween. Probably a good idea. If it comes to it, I have a mug here. In case I want to make a 1, 2. That was 3 drinks. Did I actually do that? If I did that, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and take another drink. 1, 2. That was 3 drinks. Okay. Oh, okay. I believe you. All right. That was the 7th. Those 7 drinks from a minute ago. Well, I'm doing very poorly. I've done a couple of, no death attempts. Dude, you're supposed to walk through the door quicker. That's why okay. Jeebus. Chill the cat. Oh my god, see him? Wait, no, I want my souls. What am I doing? Alright. So, you know what? So yeah, my stream, obviously a little bit less talent that'll go into my angle of it, because I'm not going to be doing completionist runs. I'm just going to be doing more so casual and goofy based runs like this one, where I get drunk while doing it. And hello, whoever joined just now. I'm doing very poorly. I've done a couple of no death attempts. Dude, you're supposed to walk through the door quicker. Stop quoting me back to me. You're making me feel. You're alright, yeah. So, based runs. You guys are assholes. This is a little Titanite boy. It's what they're canonically called on the wiki. You look it up. They're Titanite boys. So, you could tell this is a boss area because I walked through and can't go back. But you don't see anything yet. You start to walk out, and what happens? You hear a crossbow behind you. You look back. There's a ladder. What? clickety clickety climb up the ladder. There's a couple boys shooting at you. You see me do that lunge a lot because really a two-hand lunge early game. Titanium boys. You can tell this is boss area. Because you can go through and can't go back. Autocorrect messed me up, lol. You're good. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some gold pine resin for this one. The resins in this game, be it charcoal pine resin, gold pine resin, or what's the magic based one? I forget. There's a blue one that's magic based. They just allow you to apply buffs to your weapon, which yeah, apply the effect that looks cool, and that's why I do it, because it looks cool. It's also pretty handy, but alright. Every time I take damage from a big old boss boy like this, let's call it. Okay, that's one. Alright, that's just one drink. What happens when you hear a crossbow behind you? Alright. We still got Zappy Boy Club. I probably didn't need to Zappy Boy the club, because I know exactly what I want to use the other 2 gold pine resins on here pretty soon, but it would have probably been handy to have a couple more. So, obviously, Dark Souls is... Thank you. Dark Souls is my favorite game. I don't know why I'm getting the wipe send soapstone from him. Hi, Doug. Are you just now joining? Oh, but with the Souls games, as much as I love them, there's a couple of really bullshit moments, like this one. Anyone who's familiar with the game knows that after you finish that, you're probably going to be super low on health and out of Estus. Or, you know, considering it's like your first time playing the game, whatever, you come out onto this bridge. Now, if you don't know better like I do, you don't turn back around and run away while this asshole dragon sweeps over and just breathes fire all over the bridge, which does an insane amount of damage. There's nothing kind of showing you that will happen. Some people say, you saw the dragon before? Yeah, whenever he landed on your path before you, like, officially started the area and then flew away, that's not in any way telegraphing that this specific spot is going to be, you know, breathed fire upon as you start. Whatever. Just kind of a bullcrap moment. So, what an asshole dragon. I know, right? We're going to probably start investing some points now. Let's go. Dexterity all the way. And you know what? Let's go buy a dexterity-based weapon to go with it. But do we have any good ones yet? No, we don't. We're going to go ahead and buy one. Or, wait, we have that winged spear, which now I believe we can wield with 2 hands, yes. We are slow rolling, so let's get rid of that shield. Alright, we have no shield, but we have a nice spear. I'm ready. A spear is actually super handy as a weapon for, let's go dexterity all the way. And, you know, let's go get a dexterity weapon while we're at it. So I think this is a great dexterity weapon, at least for now. I have to head out because I'm about to not have internet for an hour. Have fun with the rest of your night. You too, Shockley. Thanks for dropping in. Always nice seeing you. Alright, so the spear is handy for this part because this game has a really annoying feature where buffering. Um, Specifically for this part, shackles. Because if you have a wall to your right and you attack with a lot of weapons, since you're right-handed in this game, it just interrupts your animation. Spears is a little bit less bad. Even though I was just demonstrating it with my spear, it's actually quite a bit better. You get a little bit more leeway. And that wall is exactly what I was thinking about whenever I put that spear there. I'm saying, oh, that'd be handy for this part. That's a rat. There's 3 rats. Now the rats drop humanity as it's a drop chance. And I wonder why that is. That's something I've kind of thought about a little bit. As damage, that is a drink. Alright. So I've always wondered why the rats would drop humanity like that. And I wonder if it's like a cynical look at, oh, humans, they're like rats in nature, so the rats drop humanity. Or if it's like, you know, in science they talk about a lot of like anatomical similarities, but Gluck, that cum bottle, says Staff Ducks. Thank you, thank you. Do I have any other pieces of armor yet? Oh yeah, but scientists have talked a little bit about a lot of like shocking, similar little anatomical things with, yeah. So what I just did was a skip. Usually you're not supposed to reach that little gate in time, be able to get through before they shut it. But if you're a smart boy like me, in fact a very smart boy I am, you can reach it before they go and shut it. Otherwise, you go through this part that's kind of a pain in the ass that actually I should probably still go through, now that I think about it. Oh, that is damage. That is a drink. These are the Balder Knights. They're pretty cool. They're one of a couple enemies in the game that can parry. Oh yeah, but no, I meant to heal, but I accidentally buffed my weapon. No. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and just use that buffed weapon to fight these guys real fast. I will take the drink, I promise. I just don't want to waste the buffed weapon because it's a timed thing. That is another drink. I just really don't want to waste this buffed weapon. 2 drinks. 3. Alright, that is 5 drinks. I'm gonna call it 5. God damn it. The damage. That is a drink. These Boulder Knights. Oh, god damn. I got cocky. That was 1. That was 2. That was 3. 4. 5. Very like a very smart boy. I am proceeds to use a weapon buffer unintentionally. Well, no, that's not even the worst of it. I used a weapon buff unintentionally. That was 3, 4, 5. Yes, I did. I did count it correctly this time. I was double checking myself as I was going. I feel my little skills with the game, my motor function, is kind of becoming shittier. I am. Oh no, I'm like almost halfway through the bottle. I wonder if we'll have enough. If not, I will go grab an IPA, which is a lot less heavy of a drink, but you know what? We can keep the night going. Maybe not. Now that I think about it, a full bottle of Captain Morgan is more than I should be drinking in a night anyway. So, I did make this part coming up a little bit harder for me because now, since I didn't use the bonfire when I had the opportunity to after skipping through there, that gate is now closed. I have the fang boar here, or the metal boar, whatever. I think he's called fang boar. It would be so awesome. It, whenever you sent that last night, and I didn't have the chat going, and I was just talking, or I mean, I didn't have the audio on unknowingly, and I was talking to no one. I did sing that part, whatever. That is damage. It would be so cool. Holy shit. I was trying to lunge. Lunge. Alright. Taking a drink. That's a drink. Bang. Got a spear. Someone walking up. That boar's looking at me. Sometimes that look here in her eyes. And that's where I find a glimpse of us. Jeebus! That is damage. That is a drink. Stab him. Bang. Right in the anus. Bang. Got a spear. Someone walking up. That boy's looking at me. Alright. That's a drink because Mr. Boar did give me this a little spanky spank. Jeebus, that is damage. That is a drink. Stab him. Oh, Jeebus, my phone is low. There's a bunch of dudes in this room, so best thing to do is to get in there, roll right back out so that they start funneling your way for you to just kind of kill one after another. This is another reason I liked the idea of using a spear this time, because that sword, if you have a sword, you swing it to your right, it bounces off the wall, like bang, like that. It's really difficult to do damage well whenever you're in tight little areas like that. That is damage. Well, I don't know. I did block it, but with a spear, so it did do a bit of damage. We'll call it a drink. That's a drink right now. I need to chill out and stop taking damage. Mystery key. That is actually the reason I kind of did want to come back to this, even though we looked like we were going to be skipping it. And now we get to see the result of if we didn't get to skip the catacombs like we initially would have been able to, because I charged past it like a boss before buffing my weapon and then charging straight into my death right afterwards like a silly little Billy boy. Little Billy Bob boy. The stream is making me scared of a doll. Why? Why is it making you scared of a doll? I'm gonna take that as a burn. Feels like a burn. Bang. Okay. Sit at home, overdrink with Dark Soul. Yeah. I was bending to look at my phone while I was charging. That's why that sound came out a bit more weird than it was supposed to. Alright, that's damage. That is a drink. Alright. Alright now. Yeah. Coming here, coming right back. Same situation as earlier. A couple people come at you. Better to just funnel them down the hall and attack them as they're, what the hell? Why aren't you walking towards me? You just kind of, bam. I was bending to look at my phone because it's charging. That's why I made that sound. No, that's damage. That is a drink. That is no. Okay, that is. You know what? I know I was talking earlier about like what we would call instances of damage. If I took 2 from an enemy kind of quickly, I'll say if it's a matter of stun locking, yeah, it's 1 drink, or like damage that was pretty well close to unavoidable due to the whatever came before it. Also damage-wise that I've already been penalized with. But a situation like that, where I made 2 avoidable mistakes, one right after another, I will fully penalize myself for. That's 1. I did start to recap it. Yeah, that is damage, and that is a drink. No, that is damn. Alright, I know earlier I said. I needed something this way. I dropped my souls over here. Y'all listen to Kendrick Lamar. It's good stuff. Let's beat this boy. Couple damages, 69 each time. Heh. See that dodge? New thing, new thing. Woo! I almost got hit. 46, 92. Oh, he's in a parrying stance. 69. Boom! Oh my god. Hasn't been much of commentary for the past little while. I kind of gave it up and was just talking about random nonsense. What we're going to do is avoid fighting the gentleman. And I don't know if you remember, but there was a caster above me who's going to shoot spells at me starting now. We're going to avoid 69 plus 69 equals 420. How much of a coincidence is that? Alright. We're back at the first area, Firelink Shrine. 2692. Ooh, he's in a burying stace. 69. Ooh. Stace. Let's see what the minimum requisites for wielding this spear in one hand are. Because look, I try to swing it now. It's like, yeah. Because I'm not strong enough for it yet. So let's see what it is. It is 13. I believe we're at 11. So if I just dump 2 points into my strength, so I can wield this in one hand. Rest in dexterity and or endurance for now. I think that's a good way to go. Couple strength. We'll call it a day. Fuck you, you dumb whack. We need more equip load allowance for us. Let's go get that, shall we? I'm naked. Not Lance. So, the reason I'm running back through this way, which you, as you might remember if you were here, couple strength buff. I did block that. I want to know if I should count that as damage. I will not count it as damage. I didn't read that full last comment. Grabbing my phone real fast. Couple strength, buffer. Vacuum, damn wig. So the reason I'm going this way, which is where I was at the beginning of the game, because I really quickly wanted to get to this gentleman named Mr. Havel. Oh, that is actually damage, so let me go ahead and kill these folks and then I'll take a drink. That is 2 damage. 2 drinks. Alright, taking a... Alright, that was 2 drinks. I know I didn't count them that time, but trust me, I did take 2 drinks. You guys look like you're having an argument about something not relevant to the game, which is fine. But I don't know what to say about it. I'm lost. I'm just kind of chilling. Since you asked, here's my feet, Daddy Nick. What? Oh, no! Okay. Okay. You guys jammed up with each other on the stairs. I like this wing spear. Damn it, I did use my pine resin that I was going to use for Havel. I have another one that I don't mind using on him, but then I wouldn't be able to use it on gargoyles later, and I wouldn't have as quick and easy a kill on them as I would otherwise. Yeah, so the reason I came back this way is because I only just now thought of Mr. Havel, which is a gentleman who's down here. Very late game enemy. Ooh, what? No, okay, you guys jammed up with each other on the stairs. Bah. Ha, ba, ba. So, this gentleman will probably one-shot me if he lands a hit. So I'm going to try not to let him land a hit. God, that is very little damage. Which is a gentleman who's down here, late game enemy. You can tell he's a late game enemy just from how much damage I'm doing to him in relation to his health bar. We're going to be here for a little minute. The reason I like using gold... Bah. Ba, ba. This gentleman will probably land one shot on me if he lands it. As you can see, he's not that terribly hard of an enemy, but he's just the... It's interesting to fight him so early game because he really is a battle of attrition. um, the reason I like using the gold, oh, oh yeah. So the reason, thank you for reminding me. The reason I like using the gold pine resin is because it's actually a flat damage increase, and not just like a percentage amount upon your existing damage or anything. So if you can get a weapon against him that does damage a bunch of times, even just a little bit, you do incredible amounts of damage to him with the flat damage increase of like, what, 30 something from gold pine resin. But that's something I'm unable to do right now because I'm saving this one gold pine resin that I have for the gargoyles. Oh, spoiler alert, we're fighting gargoyles later. But there's a reason I'm fighting this guy. Not just to prove my sick skills and awesome patience for the game, but he drops a ring that allows me to hold more at a time without moving slow. As you may imagine, Havel would need this gentleman with some of the heaviest armor in the game. Because he wears that, ooh, that bang. Neither of you answered me earlier. You guys listening to Kendrick Lamar right now? Or have you tried new album? I mean, it's good stuff. Ooh, spoiler alert, we're fighting gargoyles later. No! That is the one shot. That is a 3 drink. I guess 4 drink if we want to count the instance of damage. That, oh, Marshall? Or, sorry, not to name drop you. Gloomloom. Oh my god. Last one I rested at was here. Okay. I said new stuff earlier. I haven't. Alright. We're all the way back here. That's fine. Just gonna do a sick... Oh, wait, no, I need to take 4 drinks. Oh. No! 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 I put the controller down. And he did a strong attack off the cliff. I lost all of my souls in humanity. So that is 7 drinks. 7 drinks. Oh my god. Alright. 1. Oh. 2. Let me take a second. God, I'm awful at this game. I'm gonna take a drink of Dr. Pepper real fast. It's not gonna count as a drink, of course, but just to... Alright. Back to punishment drinks. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Meanwhile, Doug's teasing me. Oh no, no. I put the controller down and Strong attacked off the cliff. Now, I don't know how much souls I actually had at the time. But I hadn't started using my humanity casually for 7 drinks. Oh my god. 2. Let me take a second. Back to punishment drinks. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I blocked it. I'm calling that not damage. The reason it does look like I took a normal amount of health is because blocks have different resistance allowances for whenever something is successfully blocked, just how much damage of it gets through. Even this shield doesn't resist 100% of the physical damage that goes through it, but it does, I think, about 30 something, 40% of the damage of fire. Which is what the firebombs damage, as you might imagine. Oh, that is a drink. That is damaged. That is another drink. We got 2 drinks here in a second. Let me get on the stairs, thank you. I'm calling that damage purposeful. I was just trying to save time. Is it just you? Did you bring your friends? No, cool. I hear more people walking over here. I'm just hearing things, I guess. Alright, that's 2 drinks. Ugh. I look like a female titan. Yeah. Alright, because I don't feel like suffering through this as long as we could be, we're going to switch to a faster source of damage, like the short sword. See if how. So we'll do, yeah, the short sword. And we'll pine resonate. We'll just do, we'll see if we can buy one, find another or something for the, those gargoyles. That was blocked. I gotta go pimp. I've been ignoring people for this. Dude, I appreciate you staying here as long as you have been. Tolerating my, drunken bullshit. Alright, Havel's chilling. Oh, he was trying to pull a fast one on me. I trusted him. 38. So this is going to let things go by a little bit quicker. Oh, 64 damage. So again, the reason this works is, well, the reason it worked for a little bit. You can see now I'm doing very little damage with that same sword without the lightning buff. So I might just switch to something that inflicts bleed damage. Like, let's go ahead and switch to Morning Star. Oh, okay, that was quick. The reason I switched to Morning Star is that, yeah, it's not going to do that much more damage, but it'll help me inflict bleed buildup. And eventually, he will take bleed damage. That's 2... Alright. There's the bleed damage. Yeah, a whole bunch all at once. Bleed damage scales not with the weapon that you're using, or the level that you are, but rather the HP of the person it's being inflicted upon. Let's go ahead and boost that equip load with Havel's Ring, and then we can start putting on some equipment to help better our defenses. And this shield's going to be a lot better for blocking, and we're going to get an even better shield here in a second. Let's go ahead and switch back to that spear. Can we wield that spear and still fast roll? Yes, we can. That's how good that Havel Ring is. This run just took a turn for the better. This is roughly where it ended off last night. Whenever, it was a run where I was literally talking to no one because of audio not working as it should. That's fine. That's cool. I'm glad it happened. It allowed me to learn. We're about to become super busy with Mr. Black Knight. Where's he at? Where's this boy? This is very surreal feeling to me right now. Nice. Thank you for just jumping down, making that a lot easier on me. Let's go ahead and equip that Grass Crest shield. That is my favorite shield in the game right there. Early pickup, and a lot of good it does. What it does is allow your stamina to regenerate faster, and by a considerable amount too. Something that sets the Souls games apart from other RPGs and similar games of this type is the fact that the endurance, the stamina, and the way it works is on more of a... There we are. It works on more of a quick, and like by the moment based, like emptying and refilling, which tends to work really well for a game like this, as twitchy and in the moment as it tends to be. Like going back to a game like Skyrim, which Skyrim's a great game, I don't mean to shit on it or anything, but the the stamina that is depleted kind of slowly. It is even slower to refill. It forces you through long periods of time where you can't be doing much of anything unless you start like chugging stamina potions. It's kind of frustrating. These guys have a pretty high resistance to thrust damage, which is the type of damage I deal with this spear. Obviously, you thrust a spear. I don't know if we've talked about physical damage and how it works in this game yet, but there's 3 physical damage types, and that is thrusting, slashing, and striking. Let me see, this guy I think takes, yep, pretty, that is damage and death. God damn. I was just trying to get past that guy. That's 4 drinks. One, 2, 3, 4. Now, fortunately, I know it seemed like I took a really long way to get to where I was whenever I dropped my souls, but I can take a short route back. I had to take that long route because I was interested in showing how quickly you could get to Havel from the beginning of the game. But from here, you go back through here, these elevators I activated earlier. I haven't fallen asleep like a little tired boy, so I started falling asleep and immediately started to like daydream or dream of Imagine or something, but I imagined a guy in a studio about to rap to a, and then you cut it off there. Please continue. It seems like you're even half asleep as you're typing that out, because that was borderline nonsensical. Too long, continue. Oh. Boop. That it was blocked. That was not damage. Alright, so wait. To finish your message. I've been falling asleep like a little tired boy, so I started falling asleep and immediately started to like daydream or dream about. Oh crap, I need to look for a second. The dude's right next to me. I can hear him. They're right here. It won't let me rest at the bonfire. This is just the little guy. Okay. Cool. Alright, to continue the messages. I've been falling asleep like a tired little boy, so I started falling asleep and immediately started to like daydream or dream or imagine or something, but I imagined a guy in a studio about to too long continuing second part now. Cool. Looking forward to second part of the message. Bailey Reynolds said, "Sup, dude? How you doing, Bailey? It's cool to see you on the stream. I don't know if you're just now joining or if you've been on for a minute and you're just not commenting, but it's been a good time. This is a game that I'm really good at, but I've been fairly incompetent this time around, so I'm actually very drunk. I did pick up a bottle of Captain Morgan for this, and I am 2/3 of the way through it. A full bottle of Captain Morgan. And I decided that if I finish it tonight, that was all that I'm going to be drinking for my safety's sake. So, that said, you know what? Oh, okay, so finishing Doug's message. Guy about to rap to a beat, which was fused with what I was hearing. And the dude in the studio was rapping what you were saying, which was, "Run, I took a drink for the better," which was said very... Yeah, why don't you take it easy, frogs? Oh, don't worry, it's not... I'm very good at this game. I doubt I'll need to be taking too many more drinks, but it's been a fun time tonight. Good number of people have been on. I don't know if you saw, I actually posted this to my Snapchat, which is the first kind of unveiling of the YouTube. Why are you over here? Wait, this guy's supposed to not be there, but be further into the church. Why was he there? Actually, no, that is damage. That is a drink. Ugh. Of course. Alright, let me take a drink. Alright. Finishing Dougie's message, said very rhythmically, and then I kind of woke up a bit and wrote this message. So I'm gonna read those back to back because I feel like it won't make too much sense otherwise. I had been falling asleep like a little tired boy, so I started falling asleep and immediately started to like daydream or dream or imagine or something. But I imagined a guy in a studio about to he was about to rap to a beat which was fused with what I was hearing. And the dude in the studio was rapping what you were saying, which was like, run, I took a drink for the better, which was said very rhythmically. And then I woke up a bit and wrote this message. I appreciate that, sir. That's good stuff. And then Bailey says, so we all get to know the drunk you. I laughed so hard when you were telling the story in your Snapchat about Megan's 21st and the spilled milk you cried over. Yeah, again, I don't remember that, but Megan tells me that while I was very, very drunk, and while she was also very, very drunk, we together literally cried over spilled milk. Which, I believe it. I wish I remembered it, but I don't. We're gonna fight some we're gonna fight some gargoyles. I did use my I think that was right after you drunkenly pulled out a magic card trick. Which, okay, so I did block that. I don't know if I'm going to count that as an instance of damage. Doug, you help me decide, please. Should me blocking with my spirit... Oh, you're like half asleep right now. Ugh. It helps. If it helps, the guy in the studio kind of looks like live action Krusty Crunch. Wait, what does live action Krusty Crunch look like? Krusty Crunch guy is kind of just a hoodlum. And Bailey, in reference to to kind of share my thoughts on what you were saying. If I remember right, yeah, the card trick I pulled out at Megan's birthday was in fact, am no longer sleeping. Good stuff, Dougie. Should my blocking with a spear, which is not much of a physical reduction on damage, should that count as damage taken and thus a drink having to be taken? And the card trick I did at Megan's 21st birthday was in fact a Pokemon card trick instead of a like playing cards. Yes, that was blocked. I blocked it, I promise. Oh, that is damage and death. That is 4 drinks. Okay. No drink shall be taken for this beer blocking. 2, 3, 4. Bales, if you're still on the stream, it's Captain Morgan rum. Oh yeah, no, I did tell you that earlier. Oh yeah, let me take a drink of Dr. Pepper real fast just to get some deep peppy in the belly. I went to Pickleman's for lunch today and got to see my friend Veronica. It was a good time. Did it for lunch from work. I probably shouldn't be letting them all follow me like this. I probably should just take care of them as they're getting rounded up. I feel like long before now I've gotten to the point where, yes, the drinking is, which is the idea. You know, I get kind of bad from being a little bit drunk, and then I get worse and worse as a result. I'm nice and drunk right now. I wonder if we'll be able to beat the gargoyles without any problem. Rounding up all these guys. These guys are pretty easy to take out without too much problem. Oh, that is drink whenever these guys are out of my way. Usually that channeler is very little in the way. Oh yeah, go back to what you were saying, Dougie. Sorry. Oof. Oh, that is damage. Is that 2 instances of damage, or is that just 1? This could be us, but you play in. Dougie, was that 1 or 2 instances of damage? I'll let you decide. I'm actually doing a pretty terrible job of keeping track of everything right now. He fell. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and go up here. We're gonna see if we can take out those, Actually, let's do all the stuff down here first. We'll free Lautrec and, grab a couple items while we're thinking about it, but it will mean fighting a couple more baller swag boys, as they're called by the community, or Balder Knights. This could be us, but you play it. I love the idea that earlier in the stream, before I was as drunk as I am now, I was at least somewhat explaining. I was at least somewhat explaining a little bit of things about the game. Like, here's how this boss battle works. And now I'm just like, herder, I accidentally used a weapon buff while trying to heal myself. Rewatched, it was twice. Alright. 1, 2. And I'm gonna also take a drink of Dr. Pepper. While I'm thinking about it, before we run back into playing the game, Dougie, and whoever else is listening and might be slightly interested in the new Kendrick Lamar album, I have a specific couple of songs to recommend from said Kendrick Lamar album. If you just want to try a couple without thrusting yourself fully into the double album experience of being a couple hours, I recommend N95 if you're looking for like a baller, banger ass, slapping banger baller. Just kind of a radio hit friendly, like kind of trappy, but he's got some more melodic elements in it that you would usually see from something as trappy as this. nowadays. Uh, there's also Rich Spirit. I'm trying to remember why I liked that one so much. Oh, it's the one where he keeps saying, "Bitch, I'm attractive." And it's kind of a braggadocious song in that sense, but the addictive part of the song is that there's these little vocoder hits, these sampled voiced sounds that keep kind of ringing throughout the chorus as he's kind of rapping over it. And I don't know what those emojis mean, but oh, skipping the cutscene. Sorry. Oh my god, I'm doing very little damage to these boys. That is 1 damage. That is 2 damage. I did spoil this part earlier, didn't I? I'm so sorry. I bet I'm about to die to these guys too. Oh, I'm doing so little damage. Last night, I melted these guys. I don't even remember what I was using. I think it was a slice weapon that I'd upgraded to +3. And also, that's 2 damage. And I bet that is 5 damage. I'm gonna call the instance of damage which resulted in my death just the 3 in itself and not an additional damage from what I was already taking. You know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking at this bottle and where it's at now, as opposed to when I bought it, you know, just a little bit earlier, I'm going to do what is probably the wise move and cut myself off officially from drinking anymore. Whoa. It's spamming messages on the screen from earlier in the chat. Sorry, I drank my Dr. Pepper in a weird way. Okay. So, to reiterate, that is my cutoff. I am not drinking anymore. Any more damage I take will no longer penalize me. I'm going to try this boss one more time. Who knows, I might win. But, no matter what, after the results of this boss fight, whether it's I lose and then just jump off for the night, or I win, I will also jump off for the night. You know what? I lost a whole bunch of souls there. That's fine. We'll call that the end of the stream. Thanks for everyone that joined in. A bunch of people jumping in and out. Wide array of you. Dropping support in the chat too. You're all very good friends of mine. Had fun tonight. Now I'm gonna turn off the stream and probably just go straight to bed. Sleep immediately. This Captain Morgan bottle I bought earlier is a lengthy drink from The bottom. Yeah, it's shockingly close to the bottom. I've drank nearly a full Captain Morgan bottle tonight before the stream. I look forward to doing more streams like this. And again, it's just glitching up and showing old chats across the top right of the screen. I'm going to run back onto the chat. Yeah, holy shit. I'm sorry, dude. It wasn't even showing me on the screen anytime you were saying something to me. You said, how dare, how to spoon, kiss your neck. Hell yeah. And I didn't see any of that. Maybe I just wasn't looking, I don't know. But it was just showing me old. Yeah, PS5's great, but that's what I'm streaming from right now. And it's showing to be a little bit shitty in some ways. Well, anyway. I'm cutting it off. Y'all enjoy your night. I'll talk to you another time. You know what? Let's become a human first. We'll end this stream with a good look at this boy as a human. Right now, he's still in. Daft Doug says, bye, baddie. But again, on the actual screen, it's showing a bunch of random chats from earlier, which is obnoxious. So again, we're in beef jerky form right now, but I think it'd be good. Even if we don't plan on continuing this character, I don't know if I'd want to. I've lost souls and humanity a number of times now, and it's just not really worth continuing. But we're going to reverse the hollowing and at least look at him in his human form before we opt out. Because this human form, he's a beautiful man. He looks like I'm trying to think of what he looks like. Look at that nose. That nose is just nice and flat. He's got big old lips. He looks so sweet. He looks like if I don't know. I can't think of something clever right now. I am pretty belligerent. I think this just Daft Doug still in the chat. Whatever. Thank all of you who did join, even if you left pretty quickly after, for joining. I had a lot of fun. Y'all are great. I will be seeing you whenever I see you. Goodbye. Three people watching, huh? Oh shit, no, I didn't mean to start. All three of you. Enjoy your nights. Treat these three kisses as tender little kisses to your forehead. Good night, my sweet little friends. You sleep well. I'm trying to find the option to end the stream. It's pretty awkward right now because I'm having trouble finding it. Okay, here we go. Goodbye.